Hey, this is John, returned guest on Meister, playing with Patrick,
Hey,
and we're playing Little Nightmares on the PC.
let's get back into the darkness. All right, so, little bit of divulgent information for you guys. I accidentally deleted the audio file for this final recording, even though I already completely finished editing the video. So we're going to do post-commentary just because the video's already done editing. I just deleted the audio before I rendered it. So not very happy about that, but that's okay. We were doing this with Madness Returns at the same time anyway, so I figured it wouldn't be such a big deal. So yeah, we were talking about this gnome in the original. Give him a hug, and John asked, what do you think he was doing there?
Yeah. So then we decided, he looks like he put his hand in a bucket so he pees his pants when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
So the gnome apparently doesn't like these guys very much, is my guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so it's interesting because the patrons... So do you think the patrons... Master Mustafa... Oh, gosh dang, I can't believe I said his name wrong. I've been practicing this guy's name forever.
Oh, there's a lamp we found, by the way. Woohoo!
Yeah. Mustafa. Anyway, he was talking about how the patrons might not be human. Do you think the patrons are human? I always thought the patrons are humans. Or whatever, the same species as the child, at least. As 6.
I don't know, but they come crawling after us for sure. Oh, I didn't get a chance to get away there. I was too busy trying to get a shoe.
You know, you never know when
So-
you're going to need a shoe. I mean, there's so many important shoes in this game that it's... there was that one time where we opened a door by throwing a shoe at an elevator, I think.
Okay, this time I know they're coming. So this time I jump and run. They come crawling out.
Yeah, I can't believe how many of them there are. There's like...
I think you go
patrons.
faster when you jump. That's why I'm jumping. But then all of a sudden you pause as soon as you land. So I don't know if it's really faster or
If you jump back to back, I found it seemed like you go pretty fast, but I never really got a chance to like try it out in something like this. My goodness. I wonder if the patrons are like timed, you know? Like I wonder if it's that's
And it's really stressful too. This bit here was man, I was sweating the whole time I was playing the game during this part. 'Cause these guys are, man, they come at you and they're pretty scary.
Yeah, it's like a tidal wave of people on their bellies. Oh, I skipped that there because
Okay, skip. Just
this
gonna
is
get
where
down
we
to the
were.
part where I won, huh?
Yeah. No. This is where we were, right? That's where you got captured
Oh,
last
okay.
time.
Don't need to say the part again.
Yeah, we already saw.
Jump again. There's more guys there. He's got his tongue out. Come on.
You're in the foreground.
Come on, you
need
can
to go
do
to
it.
the background.
Yeah, I'm rubbing against the foreground again. I'm jumping, hoping to make it, and ow!
I can't believe they gave that to you.
Oh. I just needed to wait another second. That's all I had to do.
I'd
Man,
forgotten about that.
man,
You just had
I
to
didn't forget.
not
I'm
let
gonna
go.
live with that thing forever. Dang. Now I
That's
gotta go
pretty
play
good.
it all again.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I skipped ahead last time, was because I was like, all right, this is another failure, so I might as well show off what we're seeing. But this time, I think you do it right, I believe.
Yeah, I just do a straight up run. Now I know I don't have to slide into the table. I can just go directly underneath the table.
I just realized those guys'
like that.
masks have eyes on them. So can they see through the mask if the mask has eyes, or is that their eyes beneath the mask?
Oh, I'm thinking. I think those are just holes in the eyes. I'm assuming they're seen through a mask, but I could be wrong.
Look at this guy's mask. It's like it has eyes on the mask. I don't know. It's pretty weird. I think. I don't know.
It's pretty weird. That's pretty efficiently done there, I have to say. I messed up a little bit right there, but
Yeah,
otherwise.
no. You're doing really well
not
this
bad.
time. You're like, you're still
See,
jumping though.
You hear that noise, just like
Yeah.
really build up the anticipation.
And then da 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 da
Da, da, da.
Oh no, it's the Indiana Jones reference in the
There
background.
it is, Indiana Jones hat right there.
Da 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 da.
Little Easter egg.
Yeah.
I try to get the hat, like, hey, can I put on the hat? I'm Indiana Jones now.
Yeah.
And
You wouldn't even
apparently I
acknowledge
can't.
the Easter egg the first time around. So that's the maw in the background, by the way. We didn't know that at the time, but that was a picture of the maw on the door in the background. Oh, yay!
I'm hungry again.
More hunger after escaping the patrons.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, after running around that much and
Yeah.
getting captured a couple times.
Hopefully there's
you'd
more
think-
bread around here or something like that.
you'd
But
get
I'd eat
hungry.
another rat.
Oh yeah, see there, that's the maw in the background right there. With the
Oh
smoke
yeah,
coming out of the
right.
top.
That's the boat that
Yeah.
we're on. Absolutely.
So first time we ate bread. Second time we ate bait, rat bait or whatever, or child bait. It seemed like. The third time we ate a rat.
We actually ate the rat.
And we ate the rat.
Yeah.
And then this time we get to see what 6 will eat next.
Well, so, just a little sausage.
It's a little sausage.
Hey, look, there's another gnome up there on the table too,
Oh yeah.
drinking beer and stuff. So.
He's like, it's good up here.
Here, you can have a sausage. So the gnomes like
Have
us now.
some
They're not
brat.
running away anymore.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. We were pretty shocked by this too.
Yeah,
I definitely didn't want to give that away.
Yeah.
So, but
John freaked out pretty hard.
Oh, unbelievable!
The first time.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. And then,
It was
there's
awesome.
a sausage. Can
wish I
we eat
could've
the
kept
sausage
it.
now? I'm gonna beat him with the sausage. What am I doing now?
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
And we talked about the fact that, like, I wonder why Six didn't eat the sausage.
Yeah.
Like, the sausage was right there.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to even want it now. That's why
You
I
had
picked
to
it
push
up.
the sausage out of the way to attack the gnome. And it's not like we eat a lot of the gnome. It looked like we just kind of bit its neck and, like, drank its blood or something. Like, I don't know.
And I
what's
didn't
going on
really
there.
go for the beer either on top of the table.
No.
which was
Do you
weird.
see a little fishtail sticking out of the vent down there? I didn't notice it until this time.
see it,
It was so weird. That was the lady. So she's going into the elevator.
We're gonna go back, look for a secret over here. There's gotta be something.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a little doll. Wow, you always gotta go left first. You always gotta go left
Yep.
first.
The old
Secret every
Mario secret plan.
Yeah. I don't
Close
know if
before you go right.
yeah. I don't know where that got started, but yeah, it's always go left first.
Well, it's pretty clear since the lady went inside the room that was the route to take.
Well, so it's weird to me that you want to follow the lady. Like, why don't you just open one of these doors and like move on
keep
with
on
your life?
going.
Yeah. The fact that like at this point we're going to chase down the lady,
Yeah.
like that seems like a bad idea. It's not something we really ever did up until this point.
So it's kind of interesting. My thought here is, okay, that button's really high. So when we do, we go over here and get this can.
Right.
I'm gonna put it underneath the button so I can
Right.
stand on it
Stand
and I
on
can
the
reach
can.
that button.
Because we've done that so many times throughout this game.
That seems like the intelligent thing to do.
Every time we've had a button,
I'm all set.
we always
You know, what I wish I'd done is get that other can. Maybe I could put that can on top of this can.
even though
Maybe
you
then I
can't-
could do it.
can't even stand on the one can.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe if I position a little better. No.
Then it's
Yeah.
like, what have we done every time?
Wow.
There we go.
There it is.
Do it once, do it 100 times.
A lot of things here to break. If you really had time to just stand around and break stuff, you know, it could be fun. Oh, I tried to break the lamp. It's like, oh, maybe I can get that base with my can.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
speaking
trying to
of
break things. Okay, that makes sense.
breaking things.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to say what we're talking about here, but
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit nervous about getting in the elevator.
Yeah.
Like, maybe probably, do you want to go back and break things, look for secrets?
yeah.
I'll bet that was
It's
probably,
like, no, we're good.
Let's just keep on going.
We got all the secrets in that area, by the way. I actually looked up ahead of time. I think I said in the previous episode or something that I was looking up ahead of time where all the secrets are because I'd already seen everything. But yeah, now we're dragging our feet a little, getting out of this elevator. But I mentioned there's mannequins which are all wearing dresses, which I feel like is, I was
Yeah,
worried that the
another broken
mannequins
mirror.
were gonna, yeah.
More broken mirrors.
I was wondering if the mannequin was gonna
Oh,
turn into
yeah.
the lady at some point.
Yeah, you were kind of scared about those mannequins.
Yeah.
So here we go. They just kind of look
There's-
around trying to figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of paintings.
Ooh,
I like
painting of
that
an
one.
eye. That one's looking
Yeah.
down at you.
Yeah, there's a lot of paintings in this area, which is interesting. I know we look at the lock here, of course. We're like, all right, we'll need a key for sure.
Right. Yeah, we got to have a key for that lock. And there's another eye again looking down. I wonder if the eye is always looking down or is it gradually looking more and more down? I don't remember it being quite so...
I think the ones on the doors were always looking
okay.
down.
Okay.
Here I point out there's a painting on the right.
Right.
It's like a cleft lip guy, and then all the way on the right wall on the left side there's the two gnomes.
Two gnomes right there, yeah.
Which makes me wonder, does she aware of the gnomes, I guess? The lady? Did she because she has a picture of two gnomes. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I kind of thought the gnomes were just like sneakily hiding about, but it seems like are they like a part of the maw? I don't know.
Yeah,
Unclear.
did they attack or eat gnomes at any point in this game? I don't remember.
Not that a rat ate a gnome. There was a point where
Oh, okay,
there was
right,
a
a
dead
rat
gnome
was
and a
eating
rat
it, yeah.
was eating it. But
Yeah.
yeah, as far as I can tell, the
Not
gnomes,
the patrons or anybody else, though. Yeah.
the gnomes run away from the like chefs and stuff, but they never got picked up. Like the janitor and the chefs would chase after gnomes, but they never caught them. So I don't know.
Hey, it's the old lady. Or the lady. I
The
keep calling her
lady.
an old lady.
Yeah. Which
Over
I
and
don't
over
know.
again, but it's the lady.
Yeah. So here we get to meet the lady a little too personally.
Whoa! So she's got a little more power than we thought she did.
Yeah, we were talking about how we're like, okay, well, she's pretty slow. I mean, how bad could she be compared to,
Right.
like the twin chefs who would go sprinting after us, or the janitor with his dingly fingers and his long arms. But no. So, and then you asked, so what should I do here? Like, what did I do wrong? And I was like, man, maybe just don't get so close to her.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's looking in a broken mirror, so it's not like she
Yeah.
can see in the mirror and see me in
No.
that reflection or anything. So I don't know how she sensed me. Maybe just some kind of a
You
weird...
got really close.
Oh, and there's a doll on the table. I can see that too.
Yes.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
in the light too. That was probably been part of it.
Yeah.
So probably just have to avoid the light there.
Yeah, we're just sneaking around the outside of the room this time, which is probably the safer bet. And then over here, trying to figure out a way of distracting her to get that doll.
It's
And,
weird that painting's covered up. I wonder what's behind the the covered painting.
Yeah, I wonder
strange.
if it's a picture of her without her mask.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Because we do have that one portrait of her down in the basement that I cut in later, where you saw a portrait of her, and she was just a giant eyeball for her face.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was talking about earlier, like all these eyeballs we see could just be pictures of her face. There's the key there on the left that we did not see.
I didn't see the key because that's too focused. I thought for sure she's come running in here.
Yeah.
So I'm just hiding and waiting for her to come running in here to see what happened. And she doesn't come. I sit there for a little while and nothing happens. I go back. The key's hard to see. You see it bounce at first.
Yeah.
But there when I'm scanning back, it's difficult to see because it's just kind of in the broken glass. So that's hard to find.
Yeah, you were just supposed to, I guess, like watch it break. But we were too busy focusing on what the lady might do.
She's pretty scary. She does this Darth Vader.
And yeah.
Wow. Good throw.
He
Good
broke
throw,
it against
Six.
the wall. That was pretty interesting. It didn't actually it broke before it hit the floor. Then we go back into here, but
Look around, what are we supposed to be doing?
Yeah, we don't put together the fact there's a key right there on the floor.
It's hard to see. Again, it's kind of gray. It kind of stands. It doesn't.
We get
stand very
real
well.
close to it.
And we still
Just
don't see it. It's like,
knock
ran
it
right over it.
We trip over it.
Jeez.
Where could this key possibly be? Commences to trip over key and still not see it.
I think I was looking for a door. Just like, what am I supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm supposed to climb over here or something. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I wander around a lot now, just kind of going, okay, what's going on? Is there something under there? Which isn't a bad idea, really. It's dark into there.
Yeah.
Good idea to look.
We did miss
there.
a gnome earlier in the game because we didn't check under something. I don't know what that pause is for.
You probably cut. We went all the way downstairs and looked around downstairs trying to figure out.
Oh no,
what
that's still happening. That's still happening.
Oh, okay. That is a weird cut then.
I am not cutting that part out. That part, I wish we still had the commentary from that, because this is the most interesting thing that happened in this entire playthrough.
Really? I don't remember. I thought we just kind of wandered around like,
No.
what the heck are we doing? And
You'll see. Did I? Oh no, at one point, no, that's
nothing
later.
really.
That's
I
later.
stand over here and
Here
go,
it is.
okay, I still need a key.
Yeah, and so we're like, okay, well, maybe it's downstairs.
Right.
So we go downstairs, and then the game crashed.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it was a fatal error, and so you said, I guess I died.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty good. So I had to throw in the
okay, yeah.
crash.
So nobody, not even the game testers, thought of the fact that somebody would just ignore that key
and then
go all the way
down.
back like that.
Say, hold up, wait, we didn't actually.
Yeah, we didn't
Hold
test that scenario. Nobody thought that could possibly happen. So
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, so yeah, and then we go back up the stairs, we try all this again.
now it's locked from the outside.
There we go.
How did she get? She's on the other side of the door when I actually got there.
So I cut past that just because you
It
decided
happened to me again. I just
You just jumped, and so you made a bunch of
jumped.
noise.
Oh, right.
I wish, see, all this stuff, I wish I had the audio, because you said something funny right before, too. You're like, and check, and then you jumped, and then she immediately got you. I was like, oh my goodness.
I think I didn't know if it was the sound. I thought it was the light. I was trying to prove that, no, it's the light. It's not the kind of sound that I make. So I jumped in the dark, I think, just to demonstrate that fact.
Yeah, you were
And now we're going,
horribly
did you
wrong.
see that key just jump up in the air?
Yeah. The key like jumped up out of the pot, and I was like, oh, well, there's the key,
Yeah.
I guess.
And I'm still hiding because she still scares me to death.
Leaping at us.
Even though I know she's not coming this way,
Yeah, we should be good this time.
frightened. So, but this time I come out and I go, hey, there's a key there.
Yeah, which is exactly what we've
Ta-da!
been looking for.
It should do like a ta-da sound there even. Be great. All right, now we know we got everything we want. We know where to go. Just gonna run down and unlock that door. Woohoo!
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah, it should be
Could
simple.
have pushed in the chair. That would have been
But
polite.
somehow,
but,
no, it won't even fit under that. What do you call that? Armoire? What do you call that?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, dresser. or
Vanity.
something? Vanity.
Stand?
Yeah, it doesn't fit, huh?
No, it was definitely too small.
Yeah, I was trying to jump. So there, I want to jump down the stairs.
and then you do the
But if
power
you
slide.
jump,
So if you look, do you do the power slide again?
I don't know. Now I
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
Wow, that was cool.
And then you're like, oh wow, did I jump on the
The
foreground
banister? Did I get the?
No, you jumped on the background. There's a little lip on the background. You can't see because it's
okay.
in line with the foreground one. But
Yeah, that was pretty slick. We should have done that one again, even there.
yeah, I mean,
Should tried it.
yeah, I don't. I think you were somehow confused and thought you'd like teleported into the foreground and then slid down and then teleported back to the background and then you tried walking into the foreground again. And I don't know what you thought had happened, but
Yeah. Unfortunately, the jump button is also the
Yes.
throw button. So
You can't jump
as much
while
as I just
holding
wanted
something.
to jump down those stairs, I couldn't.
Yeah. And that's probably spooky.
Yeah.
So this is where
Darth's
I
kicking him.
was staring at every mannequin
Ah!
to see.
Run, 6, run! She's after you. I'm probably running
She
like
moves
crazy.
pretty fast.
I'm gonna
Not a-
slide. Yeah, I'm safe.
I like
Woo.
the smoke. She like turns into smoke, which makes you wonder.
Yeah.
But she seems slower than the twin chefs. But I don't know. Maybe the same speed as the janitor. The janitor had the long arms.
I mean, it wasn't really much of a concern. I was definitely ahead of her the whole time.
Yeah.
She could have done her forced choke on me anytime she wanted to, I guess, and she didn't.
She might have a range on it. Like maybe.
Okay.
Maybe she can't do it too far.
Huh.
So maybe you were like staying just out of the range of her grab, but I don't know. Maybe she's just trying to spook you. There, you were trying to see if you could go left. You couldn't. You asked me like, where am I supposed to go? I was like, go through the only direction.
Yeah.
You just have to turn to that way. So here, man, I was like
There's
the
a base
one in the
down
back
there.
left. I was like, oh, is that her? It's like, no. You have to look at the feet.
Yeah.
The feet are always a single stand if it's just the
Yeah.
mannequin.
There's a lot of mannequins here. Any one of them could be hers. The kind of
Yeah.
scary thing.
Yeah.
Why does she have so many mannequins? I wonder. But,
Because she can't have mirrors, I guess. So
yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know
she
why you need
puts
that many,
dresses
though.
on herself to see what she looks like. Maybe.
I guess so. Yeah.
Ah.
So that's the mirror from the beginning, earlier on in the game when we were looking through the viewfinder, whatever, on the eyeball button.
Right.
It showed us this hint about this mirror, and so now we have the mirror.
There is one mirror, and I guess because it was behind that board and everything, maybe she hasn't been in here in a long time, or maybe the gnomes
don't
left
know.
it for us. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's
Anything
on a
possible.
pedestal. Like, it looks like something
It's kind
about
of a
this
pillow.
mirror
It
is
looks like a
special.
seat pillow, but yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like not even just on a, like whatever. All the other ones, it's not on the wall or on the ground. It's like on a pillow on the whatever dresser. There she is.
So I'm really scared here, and I come run out here with this thing, and I think. Okay, I'm gonna stand out here.
Spook time.
I've got my mirror. Oh, and I think she's like a Medusa thing. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna show her reflection in the mirror, and I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah, it didn't work
No,
out too well.
and she just does forced choke on me.
So at this point, John passed the controller off to me, and then I play from here moving forward.
Yeah, 'cause
so
I was too scared to even just play anymore, and I looked at her, I was like, oh man, that Medusa thing didn't work. I have no idea what's going on now.
yeah.
So
And I feel like I just lucked into the solution. Like I mean, I have seen through this whole thing, so it could just be in the back of my mind, but I hadn't remembered what it was. I was just trying to go off of like what I could figure out, whatever. I don't know. But I
Alright,
do.
so here it turns dark. You're kind of wandering around. But, so there you see the light, and so
Yeah.
you go over to the light. I don't think I even saw light for some reason when I was
it was in the same place on yours. It spawned in the top left,
Oh,
or whatever.
okay.
But you were a lot further forward. I stopped in the middle of the room, whereas you
Okay.
kept walking forward, whatever. So that could have made the difference. And then here I just kind of looked for the light and went into it.
Yeah, we kind of see how this works, where you're basically reflecting, so is it the fact that you're shining light on her, or is it the fact that there is light that she can see herself? And is it
Right.
still a Medusa effect?
Because we can see the mirror, like right there, it was facing towards us, and it looked like it was like light that was shining off of it. But we've seen her stand in light before, so I doubt it's like
Yeah.
the light itself. It must be the fact that the mirror, whatever, is reflecting her reflection, I guess. Otherwise, because, why else? I don't know, unless she just doesn't like mirrors.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the dark, so in the dark, you can't see your reflection, obviously.
Right.
So she can she can kill you in the dark, but...
We've seen her stand in the light, though, as
We've
well.
seen her see light, but not
mirrors, I
not
guess.
see her reflection.
Yeah, so it must
So,
be the reflection aspect,
Gotta be,
not the
so it's
actual
gotta be a
light
Medusa
itself.
effect here.
Yeah.
Definitely has to be.
Some sort of thing like that. And it's interesting that it also, the power of it, this I remember, here.
It's a little tougher here, right? She's kind of wandering around, making you guess.
There, you're
where
like,
to
wow,
go.
how did you even get that one? I was like, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was actually holding straight right,
Yeah, that was
and it
pretty lucky.
auto-locked like into the foreground a little bit. So I just kind of had to get it like approximate. Yeah, it's interesting that it like knocks 6 back. Like,
Yeah.
you see her like leaning
Yeah,
against
I do.
the
I see
mirror
her.
and
Yeah, her
stuff.
legs are behind her. So
Yeah.
She has a really bold stance, too, when she's holding this that I kind of like. It's like, rah,
Yeah.
rah. Yeah, it shows just kind of a little bit of bravery, I think.
We
in
broke the mirror, and I passed the controller back to John at this point because I felt like it was important that he finish this fight. And then I was making a bunch of references to the darkness too.
her. Now it's kind of flashing. And there she is over there.
And we are hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry again. The only thing around here is this lady.
So we went from bread to bait to rat to gnome to now The only thing left for us to eat. So that's the thing. Her hunger seems very selective to when something gross is around.
Yeah. Well, and I feel less bad about eating the lady than eating the gnome. The gnome just felt cruel to me.
We shall feed. There's Darkness 2 references. The Darkness 2 is a video game. I don't know if you're aware of that, but
maybe she kind of shows dominance of everything here, right? So she eats the the rats, then she eats the gnomes, and now she's eating the lady, basically just kind of showing dominance of everything.
Maybe that's a strange way of showing dominance, but all the darkness is swirling around us now.
Yeah, she looks like she has fists there too, right?
Oh, maybe.
Or is it she was?
It's very hard to see. It's very dark, quite dark. Much darkness. Well, now
and then
what?
It turns black. So, and now you sit here and go, okay, what's next?
Yeah,
I guess. I don't remember all this blackness. Probably we're still in awe around the fact that she just ate the lady. And
yeah, we're talking about like, is she evil now?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Seems to be, and here we are, the different changed camera angle.
This is cool, yeah.
So every time up until now, the camera angle has been above 6, looking down on her to make her look like weak or pathetic or whatever. But this camera angle for the first time is actually below 6, looking up at her, to show her difference in I don't know, position, I guess you could say. And there's a patron.
And on the joystick, I'm just walking forward. Yeah. I'm not even trying to run. It doesn't feel like a situation where you even want to try to run. You just want to walk through this.
Yeah.
And again, just sort of a Darth Vader scene where just kind of walking through. Which movie was that? Where the
Rogue One?
Rogue One, yeah, at the end. Yeah, just kind of walking through and just destroying everything around it. It's that kind of a feel.
Yeah, you have the power of the lady now, so you just kind of wreck everything that gets close. But it seems to have a range, right? I mean, you didn't walk into this room and then everything died. You have to like kind of get close to it.
Yeah. And that's why you're bringing in all these patrons. That's why the lady brings in all the patrons.
Yeah,
That's why she's fattening them up.
Yeah, it could be that. Well, we'll get into it here in a bit. We're about to hit credits here, but yeah, so that's the end. It's basically we walk backwards through the maw.
And at some point, I think I do try to run, and she doesn't run. So at some point, I do actually hit the run button there.
For some reason,
just to confirm that she doesn't run.
Yeah, I remember you stopping at some point too, but I didn't see it, so I don't know. But yeah, and now we're finally set. So the light doesn't affect 6, and I was wondering, I wonder if 6 has a weakness to mirrors as well now.
Yeah, I would suspect so, honestly.
Another thing we mentioned would be interesting if 6's hood went back and we saw that her face was also just a single eye.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I wish they'd done that. That's kind of fun.
Because we never saw her face, and so it would have been interesting if it just turned out to be she was just like the lady the whole time, whatever.
And then we had to sing the song, and then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer. Right? I don't think we did, but we probably should have.
No, I don't think we did. Yeah, it would have been a good idea. And then all the gnomes show up.
Yeah.
So the number of gnomes that show up here is the number of gnomes that you hugged. So I want to make sure we got all the gnomes because that changes how many show up here at the end. If you didn't hug any gnomes,
should we count them? I imagine the one we ate probably isn't here. Is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, there's 13 in the game.
Yeah, so one didn't make it to the end. I'm afraid.
Yeah, the one didn't make it. That's right. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. Yeah, it's the number you hugged -1. All right, Tarsier Studios. That's credits.
Yeah.
So we were kind of talking about some stuff like the themes of this game and whatever. One thing I mentioned, one thing that we were just trying to talk about here before I stopped us because we were about to hit the credits was what was it? What were we just talking about? I don't remember.
Well, maybe just kind of the progression.
That's right. Well, no. The thing with so it seemed like the lady. It could have been that the lady invited the patrons to the maw in order to fatten them up, in order to take their souls. Like that seemed like it was the end goal.
That's what I think. Because otherwise, what's in it for her? Here she gives them all this food and everything else. She collects children for the sake of she collects children for the sake of feeding the patrons.
The patrons, I guess, yeah.
Right, and then feeding the patrons for the sake of feeding herself.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like that's kind of the end goal. Yeah. Which makes you wonder, like, I wanted to see. I guess I was really excited for Little Nightmares 2 because I was interested to see where 6 went from here. Now that she has the power of the lady, like, what is her next step?
Right.
But Little Nightmares 2 is a prequel, so I don't even know if it covers how 6 got to the maw. I think it just shows some of 6's life before the maw. But it's like, I'm curious, like, did she show up? So now that we know the end, the question is, did 6 come to the maw with this goal in mind, or did she come here on accident? Like, Because
she was in that suitcase in the very beginning, right?
Right.
So
it's like, did she mail herself here? Like, at the beginning of the game, you assume she's some helpless girl in this, like, scary world where everything is, like, trying to kill her. But I was proposing that what if an alternate story is that actually her entire goal the entire game was to get to the lady and steal her power.
it's possible she knew this lady, right? Maybe she knew that the mob was there and was collecting children and cooking them and such and eating them.
Yeah.
And she was there to put an end to that.
Right.
That may be the case. So it might not have been accidental at all.
And so that was another thing I was mentioning where at first we assumed she's trying to escape, but we sort of did have an opportunity to escape at the beginning of the Patrons chapter. We got to the outside of the maw, and if that was our goal, then we were there. We were at the outside. At that point, we decided to turn around and go back in, and then
Right.
we had to run through all the patrons, and then at the end, when we see the lady, we like chase her down. We get into the elevator with the lady. Like, it's not, we never do that with any of the other, except for the patrons. I guess we followed as well. As soon as we got outside the maw and saw the patrons, then we turn around and actually follow them through the line into the maw again. And so those are the only 2 monsters, I guess, out of the 5 chapters. The last 2 chapters, although the very first chapter didn't have a monster, it was just the stone eye, the eye that turned kids to stone.
Oh, yeah,
That was technically the monster of the first chapter.
What's the point of that in hindsight, I guess, right? Because then the child's not food at that point, and
Yeah, it seems like it's just to discourage them trying to escape, was my guess.
Maybe.
Because if they try to escape, then the janitor has to chase them down. And so instead, it's just kind of like, don't even try, because then you'll turn to stone, whatever.
Yeah, because it made sense when the chefs were cooking them. I imagine the janitor was probably taking her and cooking, give her to the chefs.
Right, we saw that. We saw the janitor wrapping them up.
Yeah.
And then putting them on the hooks and sending them off to the chefs.
Yeah. But turning them to stone doesn't seem to add any value there, so that was sort of a weird...
Unless the lady can, like, undo it, and it's just, like, temporarily stop them until the lady gets down there and, like, unstones them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she just force choke those sort of thing. But yeah, weird. But the thing is, once you leave the maw and you're standing there, the chain's in front of you. I did jump, right? And I missed the chain that one time, fell in the water.
Yeah.
And the problem is, you're probably far off from shore. It's not shore right there.
Well, you are next to a boat, though. You could get on the boat that's unloading all the patrons and, like, hide away on there the same way you hid away on the maw.
I guess so. Maybe you'd be safer over there.
Yeah.
In theory, right? And then you could just take that ship all the way back to shore.
Right.
Yeah, true.
The ship's definitely going somewhere.
Yeah.
I know it did, like, instant kill you as soon as you touch the water, but I assume that's more because you're not following the story than the fact that it actually is, like, instant killing you for real when you touch the water. That's my guess, but I mean, you could interpret that no, she touched the water and she dies, so you would die, and so you couldn't get back anyway. But that's not the way I interpreted it. The way I interpreted it is once you jumped in the water, then you're sort of like choosing the ending that is not the true ending, whatever.
Right.
But it's like no, that's not the point. 6 is supposed to go back in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, they could have like a shark. If they really wanted to push it, they could just put a shark down there and you get eaten by a shark or something, I guess.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's nothing like
they
that.
Didn't feel like they really needed
They just kind of like, they're like, all right, let's get back to work.
The more I think about that suitcase thing, though, I think you're right? I mean, why is she in a suitcase?
Right.
I don't think that she was... I imagine the children that get eaten here are probably collected in a pretty violent way and just like...
And they're all in the nurseries. I mean, we ran through the nursery the first time. We saw all the kids there were in beds. There's a room full of children in beds.
Yeah.
We saw a play area that had electric fences and stuff like that. Like, clearly 6 was not one of the children that was captured.
Yeah, she snuck aboard on a suitcase so she wanted to be there.
Exactly. 6. It seemed like, once you have the context of the ending, it seems like 6 wanted to be on the mall.
Yeah.
That was like her goal, was to get onto here somehow and do something.
Yeah.
And that's something I assume was, I don't know if she knew she could steal the lady's power or if she just wanted the lady dead. Like that, it's hard to say. But it would make for an interesting story if the whole point was that she was like, she found out about the lady's power and was like, I want that power.
Yeah. I guess I like to believe that she knew that the children were being kidnapped here and eaten or killed and things like that, and so she came to help out.
Yeah.
But I think gradually through this, I think she started out really good. She sees the kid there, he gives her bread, and it's not like she tries to go eat the kid or whatever else.
Well, he was on the other side of a fence.
So thanks for giving me. Oh, you know what? That might have been the kid from the second game, even.
No, that's not Mono. That's the runaway kid. He's a different character.
Oh, okay.
But he's a DLC character from this game, which we are going to play next. So
I thought maybe if Mono was here, maybe she was looking for Mono. I was thinking maybe that's why she came.
Oh,
maybe he was kidnapped, and so she came looking for him.
Yeah, it would be interesting because I haven't played through Little Nightmares 2, so I don't know how it ends. But it could end with Mono being kidnapped, and then if 6 came to the Maw to try to rescue Mono,
Yeah.
That would be interesting because we don't know what happens to the kids after 6 leaves. I mean, it's not like she rescues the kids; she just kills all the patrons. The kids are still trapped by the.
I think she's gonna keep them trapped. Right?
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, because we there's no way for them to
changed her mind.
Yeah. Well, because there's no way for them to get out either because of all the. She didn't kill the twin chefs. She didn't kill the janitor. The janitor lost his arms though, so we did kind of. But the twin chefs are still around, and the nursery is still operative as far as we know. The stone eye is still there. The electrical fences are still there. So I don't know. It's kind of unclear.
Yeah, I think she just kind of walks up there to the captain's deck or something like that, and it basically just assumes control.
Well, yeah. Do you think she's going to continue the Maw? Do you think she's going to, invite more patrons, just become the new lady?
I think so. I think she became evil, right? She started with just eating bread, and then she was just eating rat food, then rats, and then when she ate that gnome, I mean, that was ugly. That was really a big deal there. Particularly when the gnome was just offering her a sausage, man.
Right, that was another thing we were talking about was, like, we said maybe because the sausage was a child sausage, so maybe it was, would have been cannibalism if she ate the sausage.
Right.
But then I mentioned that we saw a lot of fish in the background. I saw a cow leg at one point in the fridge, so there's no way of knowing that it was a child sausage. Like, making that assumption in order to push the sausage out of the way to, eat the gnome specifically. It seems like it's going a little far to me.
Yeah.
But we're here at the end of the credits. So one more thing I want to mention was kind of the theming of the game, especially with the patrons, was it reminded us a lot of the Pinocchio movie, the 1940 Disney animated Pinocchio movie.
Yeah, definitely.
With Paradise Island, kind of feels like, where the patrons show up for a good time with all the food, but then the price is that they potentially have their souls eaten by the lady. And this is the end. So this is the peak of the Maw, which is the island with the smokestack, and so we see 6 there standing. So that's the thing. It looks like she's leaving, assumedly. I don't think she wasn't going up to a command center. She was going up to the exit. So
yeah, just to kind of stand outside. I don't know that she. I mean, I can't move at this point. I try looking around. You can see the character looking left and right, and that's about all I can really do here at this point.
Gotcha.
With the joystick, so.
Oh yeah, I see you.
I think she's just kind of enjoying her new home. Just kind of
maybe
taking it in, man.
Yeah, I viewed it as her waiting for a ship to come by to take her off the island. But it could be. You're right. It could be her just kind of reflecting on this is her life or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so we're here for a little while. But yeah. So anyway, this game. Yeah. So the stuff with the patrons reminds me a lot of course, Spirited Away and. All that, where the parents turn into pigs because they eat a lot and stuff like that.
Right, there was also that one too, right.
But all that stuff is kind of, I think, probably an inspiration for this game. So you hear a boat, that's a foghorn. So I imagine a ship's coming and it's gonna pick her up.
I think she's gonna welcome the new patrons.
It could be that, right? That's the thing. It is a pretty open ending. I think it's worth noting. So at this point, I think we go into the chapter selection in order to show off the next thing we're gonna do for this. This is not the last episode. For Little Nightmares, even though it is the finale. So you see here in the chapter selection, all the way at the beginning, there we have the concurrent Runaway Kid chapters. And so you see while 6 is doing that, the kid was doing that. While 6 was with the janitor, the kid was here with a bunch of gnomes or whatever. And then when we were with the chefs, he was doing whatever this is. And there's only 3 DLC chapters. Yeah. So but those are the 3 chapters, and they happen concurrently.
Looks like he was having a better time than we were.
It's hard to say. I guess we just haven't seen what his looks like yet. But yeah, and then you also see we have all the gnomes and all the statues in this one. Same with this one, 3 of 3, 2 of 2. Same with this one, 3 of 3, 3 of 3. And then this one, 4 of 4, 2 of 2. And then the final chapter, there's just the one statue.
I like kind of the effect of the zoom in on that. How you can see that. It has different layers there, right?
Yeah.
You kind of zoom in, it changes the perspective.
Yeah, it's like a little dioramas when you go in there.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So in the extras for beating the game, we got the lady's mask, because now we're the lady.
Yeah, no, we wear the mask.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. And then we have concept art, and so we look through some of the concept art here, right before now that we're kind of at the end.
I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to actually, what if you just buy some of this concept art and put it up in your room and stuff? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, some of this would be nice as posters. So it looks like originally they were going to have more chefs, and they kind of scrapped that idea for just the 2 chefs. But it makes more sense because there's so many patrons. It's hard to imagine the 2 chefs doing all that work.
Yeah.
We're saying this might be the meat grinder that we had to use.
And it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah. This might be an alternate version of that, whatever. And then these are the twin chefs. You can kind of see Fred on the left and George on the right.
Yeah, it's a
what
pretty
we named
clear
them.
difference here. You can take some time here and study them. Usually when they're chasing you, I don't have time to look at it that closely, but
Yeah.
that was a good one.
And then the next one is a picture of the Maw, kind of zoomed out with a little boat.
Which is really different from how it looked when we were on the chain and everything else.
Yeah, it was really kind of hard to get an idea for what was going on because we were very confused what the island was at the top when we saw it. We're like, what is this island? I thought the Maw was like, where are we? And then we see this picture. It's like, oh, okay, so we assume it's like a submersible, so that mouth must like close and then it goes underwater and it's just the island at the top, whatever. Here you can definitely see that Spirited Away vibe with the little individual like seating areas, whatever. And then you see here we're like grabbing a bucket of meat.
Yeah, she doesn't do that actually in the game any time. So
seems like it was just.
I'm not sure the guy on the right was even wearing a mask. Some of those didn't look like masks.
Not all of them wear masks. Like here.
Yeah.
That look kind of more in the line with what they end up becoming, but no one has the mask. Oh, the guy on the top actually left. I think he has a mask, maybe.
Yeah.
That might have been where the mask idea came from.
And there's no eyeball on that mask.
Yeah.
We talked about in that case.
And we have no clue what this is.
Yeah, this one's just weird.
Yeah, this one's just weird.
No idea what's going on. She's just like scrubbing some
lump of something smoking
blob in a tub.
In a tub.
Yeah, weird. Just really weird. It looks kind of like Jabba the Hutt a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's smoking. It's smoking the tub. Yeah. And then she's trailing blood a little bit too, which is kind of weird. So just a few different scenes that we didn't, that never really seemed to happen. So
yeah. And I think one thing you asked is, I said, if I were to do one of these as posters, I'd probably want this one maybe. I think has a really cool.
That is nice.
Poster look to it.
Yeah.
And then I think the other one I said that might be pretty cool is the, not that one, but that one.
Right. The worm with the butt. You really like the worm with the butt.
Hey, you made it to the end of this little adventure of Little Nightmares. This video's over, but there will of course be more. But for now, I'd hope that you take the time to like or dislike and leave a comment. And please, if you haven't already, go back, watch episode 1. I put a playlist link at the end of every episode during the end screen. So hopefully I'll see you there, or I'll see you in the next one.
Zoink out.